Blue from the house of Ajmal. Who should buy this perfume and why? I'm going to share with you my experience with this perfume for the last 6 weeks. So, this is a perfume named Blue. It comes in a blue bottle and in a blue box. The moment this happens, your expectations immediately should be that it's going to be a light, fresh, and summery fragrance. That is generally how the perfume world operates. Let me just quickly dive into the Fragrantica notes and accords. So the top three accords are ozonic, aquatic, and floral, while the top three notes are watermelon, lavender, and lotus. So a quick hack here in case you're using the Fragrantica website, when you're looking at notes specifically, there will be a small button before you see the notes which will say show votes. So now what you need to do is you need to click this, and this will show you which are the highest voted notes that are present in the perfume. Otherwise, what it will do is it will give you the standard top, mid, and base note breakup of notes. Let's get our framework ready. So, what we are going to look at is the top, mid, and base notes that I got from this perfume. And most of these Middle Eastern perfumes are known to change significantly over time. So I will have three time horizons. I will tell you how the new bottle performed, how it performed 5 weeks from opening, and how it performed 6 to 7 weeks from opening. And this, for clarity, when I say top notes, this is what you smell initially for the first 30 odd minutes. Mid would be 30 to 90 minutes, and base notes would be 90 plus minutes, what stays and lingers around well after you have worn the perfume. The new bottle in the first week of usage, it was linear. Throughout this entire phase, it was a mix. I could not really discern any special or specific note. It was confusing, and it was not the best perfume I had at the time. I just left it alone, and I thought I'll come back to it once I have the time. So about 5 weeks into it is when I came back, and this is where, while this was okay to begin with and nothing special, it became special for all the wrong reasons. What happened was the opening got very sharp. I did not enjoy it at all. Um, it was trying to be something which is very marine or aquatic, not something I enjoy. It smelled very much like a generic aquatic fragrance and was not really enjoyable. It was confused. It was a cacophony, not a fun experience at all. Post the dry down, in the mid phase, the profile did not change much. There was a little bit of powdery note that I could feel, but again, it was slightly sweeter, slightly calmer, and more usable. And finally, after 3 hours, is where it really got enjoyable for me. From unbearable to tolerable to finally enjoyable was how this perfume was at the 5 week mark. And I had made up my mind that I'm going to come and tell you all that do not buy this, because you must not have to waste 1.5 hours of your life suffering before you can enjoy your perfume for the next 3 hours. Because the longevity and projection, in fact, let's just quickly get into this as well. The longevity that you can expect is up to 6 hours on the skin, And projection, it projects strongly for the first 1 to 2 hours. After that, it just depends on your use case and conditions. Let's talk about what happened in week 6 to 7. So, after I recorded the Kuro and Alam videos, in fact, both of them are up. In case you are interested, after this, go check them out. I'll put them on the end screens. I had made up my mind that I'm going to come here and tell you all that this is not something you should buy. This perfume just completely turned itself around. From being an absolute mess, it became a delight. And this is end of week 6, start of week 7. And here's what happened: the opening got a lot smoother, and from being generic, it started developing an identity of its own, which was a good identity. It always had strong projection. It continued to stay, it got back to being linear like it was on the opening. The same tones or the same notes that were established in the opening stuck around till the end. It started feeling like a cool breeze on a sunny afternoon or a sunny day next to the beach. Very enjoyable, and something that I can finally recommend for some. This is not a clear recommendation yet. There are caveats. Watch till the end before you decide, in case you are still undecided on whether you want it or not. So, what is this identity? Again, what I smell is mostly aquatic notes. It smells very marine. In fact, let's just do a quick spray since it's a mandatory part of all perfume videos. Protect the pen. It is that same good, enjoyable fragrance. So it is good. The opening is good. It stays aquatic. Whatever you smell at the opening is largely what you smell till the end. So there's no storytelling or complexity, and you don't always need it. So it's a simple perfume which gets the job done, and I respect it for being what it is. When it settles down, the settle down smoothness has a little bit of zing to it. It's it's not spicy. It's not really citrusy, but it is smooth with a slight zing, as against Kuro, which is largely smooth and enjoyable. Let's move to the next page and move to our buy or no buy decisions. So this one is going to be a qualified buy no buy. So who is it for and who is it not for? If you are someone who's really young, wants something that is fresh, I think this is something that will work well for you, uh, for all day and all purpose. However, if you're slightly older or more mature and you want something that is taken a bit more seriously, uh, not something that I would recommend. Maybe for a hot summer afternoon where you want to wear it casually, it can work. This might work very well for the gym. In fact, this is my use case for this perfume. This is the only place where I will be using it. This style is not my favorite. I don't think I'm a big fan. For me, it's just a gym scent that I'm using so that I can get done with it. I think between this and the Kuro, I would pick Kuro over this 9 out of 10 times. And Alam for the more formal occasions, and Kuro for all purpose. Sadly, this is something that beyond the gym does not fit my daily life. So whether it'll fit your purpose or not, let me know. If you're already using it, let me know what you think about it, and what I got wrong, what I got right. As always, to bring this session to a close, let's look at the batch details. Here is the batch. This is a November 24 manufacturing, imported in 25. So since this is a November 24 packing, what you'll see is the DEP percentage and the details of some of the chemical components are missing in this. Maybe that's something that Ajmal incorporated in the last year in 2025. This is the price, 3000. Why? It never sells at this price. This pricing is just absurd. It sells in the market from 1300 to 2000 depending on the discount and the season. Why do this? Just have simple straightforward pricing. Tell the people what it's worth. Give small discounts if possible, but then this just feels, it makes you wonder what is the actual worth of the perfume you're buying, whether it is even worth this much or someday you'll start selling it for rupees 300, god only knows. So it would be great to see a little bit of restraint in when it comes to printing the prices on these boxes. And that, my friends, is all I had to say about Blue from Ajmal. This is the usage. One thing. So one of the reasons, and I was thinking about it, one of the reasons why the performance varied so much, let me remove the bottle here, from week 5 to week 7, could be because of the size of this bottle. And hear me out. You see the inner straw over here, the pipe that actually pulls the perfume into the atomizer. Now this is a tall bottle. It's a big bottle. What you see in front of you is an A4 sized sheet. This is about as wide as that. It's a full sized brick almost. So it could be that the juice that I pulled out was, or the perfume that got pulled up for the sprays here, was not the perfume that had been exposed to enough oxygen and that got blended. It was probably the trapped perfume inside this, which led to the really bad performance over here. And when I tried it next, it maybe picked up the fresh fragrance, fresh liquid, which had been oxidizing over time. Lastly, before we close, the pen and the ink. So the pen is a Jinhao 82 with custom tuning. It did not write like this out of the box. I spent some time tuning this pen. If you're interested in fountain pens and would like to hear more about it, there might be something coming up. The ink again is an aquamarine ink that I tried to create using a mix of green, which was a Sheaffer's green, and a blue, which was a Parker Quink blue. So I mixed these up to get an aquamarine ink. This combination, along with the pen and the bottle, I think goes very well with the overall vibe. That, of course, is all I had to say about that. Thank you very much for your time and patience. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead. Have a good one. Bye bye.